And hi, everybody. This is Dr. Kathy, and it is 7/7. So we're on July 7th of 2024. And we've been chatting a little bit too long. And so we're going to get started. We're going to make a few changes with this particular session. And the major change is, and I don't know if we'll do this all the time, but we might, is that we're going to set our protection, heart source, Michael's sword, and the violet flame. And then we're going to have the message from Amma or whoever comes in. It's Amma that's coming in, and she's the one that asked me to change that so she could give the message. And then we're going to do the healing. And we're going to add something new to the healing when we do the spiritual love fair part, which is being there with the planet. And on this date, there is a hurricane that's barreling to the Texas Gulf Coast and maybe to Houston. And that's where I lived for 35 years. And there's several people that are from Houston there. We're going to do some work to release energy there. It's already in Mexico, and I actually haven't read what's happened there. The other thing is we're going to start off with a definite prayer, and Amma said she's going to lead the prayer. So that's pretty cool because I was thinking, well, we're going to pray with Amma. So we're going to start off heart source. Move your awareness to your heart chakra, which is in the center of your chest. And imagine yourself going deep within. And go around to the back and go into the back of the heart chakra. Okay, some of y'all are a little bit too high, go down, and somebody's a little bit too far to the left, move towards the right. Try it at your spinal cord. There you go. Go as deep as you can. One of the ways you can tell you're going really deep is that you keep walking in there, and it's like going through a hallway, a tunnel, an alleyway, whatever, and then suddenly you step into this amazing open space, which is your sacred space. And now come around to the front again and go into the front of your third eye. If you go far enough with the intention of seeing the violet flame, it is there resting in the back of your third eye, ready for activation, which we will activate a little bit later. Now go around to the back and go into the back of your third eye. Good, everybody's going right into that one. Now, intend, see, draw a beam of energy from the heart chakra to the third eye, going right up the middle of you. There you go. Feel that little charge. And now move straight up to the center of the universe. It knows right where to go. Take a deep breath. Feel that connection to spirit. And now stay there, and at the same time, bring your awareness straight down that same tube of light into the center of the earth. Notice how it feels to be grounded into the earth, and to be grounded, it's Amma's word, grounded in the center of the universe. And what she's been telling me is this is our third dimension, Earth, fifth dimension, center of the universe, and higher connection. This is the heart source. Now, state, I am the sword. And for those of you who have not received Archangel Michael's sword, from your heart, ask Archangel Michael to come to you. Hold out your dominant hand, palm up. May I please have your sword? And every time I do this, I feel the hilt of the sword go into my hand and just grasp the sword. Then hold it up, point up, laid up in front of your heart. Just get used to the energy for a minute or so. Well, not a minute, a few seconds or so. And now place the sword within your heart. It will go throughout your entire energy field. And whenever you say, I am the sword, it becomes active within you. It transmutes energy. Okay. And now, violet flame, activate along the seventh layer of my aura. And remember, the seventh layer is 3-dimensional, all the way around you, egg-shaped. And now breathing deeply. Bring in energy from above and below. Bring it all the way. Let the two meet in your heart. And then when you exhale, so we're going to do this. Inhale to the count of 5. Inhale, bringing in the color of God's love for you. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold to a count of 7. 1, if you can. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, whatever color it is that is congested energy that you're ready to release. It's kind of difficult for me as I'm talking. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, gathering all of that energy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale, the color of the congested energy for you. That's probably a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again, the color of God's love. 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing in and out. Same way. And what you are doing is bringing in this amazing energy, which is contained in Mother Earth and contained in the center of the universe. And it is feeding your light body. And you are doing healing on yourself. And now, heart source, please expand to the furthest reaches of either my body, when I hold my arms straight out, or the seventh layer of the aura, whichever is larger. And now we're going to develop our healing lecture room that is for everyone who ever listens to this recording or reads the words of the message. Okay, there's a floor of light below you, a canopy of light above you, pillars of light in each corner. And there's one on the perimeter of one is Archangel Michael's band. On the back perimeter is Archangel Raphael's. On the right perimeter is Gabriel's. And in the front, I call it the front perimeter, is Uriel's. And in the center, this wonderful beam of not beam, but light, another pillar of light, which I am told is infinite, it holds all manner of beings who have coming to us to bring healing and support during this time. They are gathering within the light, and there is also those who come marching in. They're the ones that I'm familiar with. You may see others, and I always begin. I see Jesus, whom I like to call Yeshua, which is I think it's the Aramaic, Yeshua and Buddha coming in together, laughing and enjoying each other, waving. You'd think they were just coming in after a big ball game or something that they won. I see Yeshua's earthly mother, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, white buffalo calf woman, Mary of Magdala, Athena, Dwakul. Now in come the Cho hands of the first 7 rays. And now come in Cho hands of all the other rays. And I just heard someone say to me, they used to debate how many angels could dance on the head of a pin. And she said the answer is an infinite amount because they do not take up space. And that's what's happening. All of those who are coming to join us, and we are having some galactic forces coming in to join us. And now we are going to hear from Amma. So if you would send a beam of energy to the central pillar, and I would greatly appreciate a beam of energy to my heart. The next you hear will be Amma, the Divine Mother, the feminine aspect of God. Wonderful day to you, dear ones. And I said we're going to start with a prayer. And we are going to start with a prayer. And just as Yeshua at one time gave the prayer to give to his Father, that's the one the Christians call the Lord's Prayer or the Our Father, I'm going to give you a prayer that is not as one that I say that you need to memorize, but it is one that is similar to what I suggest for you. And of course, you are in your heart source. So whenever you begin the prayer, begin with heart source. Creator of all, love itself, all that is. We are first in gratitude of calling us forth from your very essence of love to live these lives that we experience. In truth, we are of you and we are of the oneness. We are not separate from you. We ask you to remind us of that and to remind all of those upon this planet that we are one. No matter whether we are male or female or unidentified in our gender, whether we are gay or straight or bi or trans or what other name someone comes up with, whether we live in the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, the eastern hemisphere, the western hemisphere, no matter what color of the rainbow our skin may be, no matter how we worship or choose not to worship, we are one. We call upon you, Creator of all that is, and all that is itself. We call upon you to lay your divine blueprint of love, of creation, of humanity itself, the Adam Kadmon, of every species of animal there is, of every species of fish, or bird, or reptile, whatever walks, crawls, swims, or flies around this earth. We ask you to place the divine blueprint of everything that grows from the ground. We ask you to place the divine blueprint of all of the mountains and minerals and gems and crystals and specks of sand upon the earth. And we ask you to help us hold in our hearts the oneness of all. We call upon you, Creator of all, to assist us in standing in the fullness of ourselves, the power and presence of God, and transmuting with Archangel Michael's sword the low vibration energy upon this planet. And we thank you for calling us to be servants of the planet and servants of you, the Creator of us all. And we stand in glory, your glory, that we are your power and presence. In great gratitude. And so it is, dear ones, and so it is. When you begin any adventure, whether it is the adventure of getting in your automobile or on the subway or on a bus, or it's the adventure of going into a store, or of doing healing work, or of painting or writing, and you begin whatever adventure it is that is your next adventure in life, as in this one, in this Sunday ceremony. Begin with what is called a prayer or an invocation. It centers you, it grounds you, it reminds you of what it is that you wish to do up on this planet at this particular time. Yes, begin with a prayer, even if your partner won't, just before making love, as it focuses your love upon each other. Prayer, invocations, commands are your way of aligning yourself with what is happening upon the planet, upon your life, within your life. Use that to know exactly what to invoke. When you are doing spiritual love fair, which is the transmission, the transmutation and transmission of energy to help bring healing to the planet, to people, to yourself, to areas that need the release of low vibration energies. From your heart source, do the invocation and call upon all of those you need. And it does not matter whether what you call upon or who you call upon is different than what somebody else calls it. That's why we use the term creator, all that is love itself. You may have your own personal name and your connection with love itself. You can have a personal relationship with each one of us, and we will call you by a name that no one else knows, even if you cannot hear that name. The Creator holds in the Creator's mind, in the Creator's essence, the awareness of every creation that is still upon the earth within the galaxy, including the energies of those who no longer populate the earth. And I am speaking of what you may call extinct beings, as well as those who walked upon this earth in the form that they walked upon this earth in the lifetimes, as you have been in many lifetimes, and you were male or female, and some of you, yes, some of you, in fact, many of you began as one-celled beings, and then you began to spread out and experience creation, experience the vividness and the creativity of the creator as an animal, maybe a bug. That doesn't mean that your life is that much less. It means that you didn't have to live as long, correct? And you learn about being in your body, and you learn about the interconnectedness of all of life. All of life. Everything upon this planet is for you to grow and expand, to learn about what other life forms give to you and how you can live with them, to honor those other life forms, to honor each other, to begin to recognize that every individual human that you see, that you feel, that you experience is part of you, and you are part of them because you are of the oneness. I realize it is difficult for almost all of you to fully comprehend what that means. Some of you have, however, have had distinct experiences that may have lasted only a while, a few minutes, even a few seconds, where you suddenly experience being within the oneness and the power of being one with many. Philosophers, spiritual teachers have tried to explain what that was like. It is impossible to really know without an experience in some way. This is why you return back home and then come back again. Yes, you were told to forget. But do you know the young ones coming in today? They forget less. They remember more of what it is like to be in that oneness. And they begin to see less separation than what you have experienced. Yes, it is time to release the separation. What happens when you open things up and things start changing? There are those who do not do well with change, and they rebel against that change. They go into fear because of the change. They know that they were able to live in this box, and it could be a little pill box. It could be as big as a mansion. Whatever box you are in, it's time to step out of, as there is only infinity surrounding you in possibilities. You have the ability. You have the strength and the giftedness and the connection to the divine to do and experience what it is you wish to. Be conscious about your experience. Be conscious in the awareness that what you have accomplished, not only in this life, but in other lives, has brought you to where and who you are now. If you feel separation with others because of who they are or what they are, know that you have been the same as they. You have been the same color. You have been from the same country and the same culture. You have been rich and you have been poor. There is nothing that anyone experiences upon this planet that you have not experienced in some way, in some fashion, in some form. Accept that. That is why, as some beings have said in their scriptures, you are neither Jew nor Gentile. You're neither male nor female. You are neither United States citizen or Greek or Canadian. You are love incarnate. You are the power, the presence of God, of the Creator, of all that is. You are the power and presence of the undifferentiated energy known as love. You are the power and presence of me, Amma. Whoever you worship, you are the power and presence of that energy. You were given that ability. You were given that gift. The animals were not given that gift. Those you call animals, I know that many will say, but I am an animal. You are different. Your brains are different. You have the ability to make choices with a moral perspective. You have the ability to see and make a choice as to whether to hurt or help another one. You have the choice to make, to give or to take. You have the choice to give or to receive. Much different than taking, is it not? And each choice you make teaches you something. If you open your eyes, if you open your ears, you can discover what your choice to give, to receive, or to take, what its repercussions are upon everyone else. You have the choice to stand in your courage. Your courage is there, whether you have used it or not. Your courage is to stand in your truth, to be one who declares their truth, not so much with words, but with actions. You can speak many words, but not have the actions to go with them. You have the choice to connect with the spiritual beings who are there to work with you. Your guides and angels, those who you tune into a little bit at a time, they are there with you. Yes, call upon Michael, the archangel, and it doesn't matter if all 8+ billion of you do. He is there as if he was with you individually, because he is multidimensional. All of the masters and angels and saints and guides that work with you are multidimensional beings who can be with you individually. They wish to be of service to you. Allow them to be so. Allow for yourself to give them the gift of you receiving their wisdom and knowledge. Allow them the gift of giving you the love that they have for you. Open your mind and your heart to receiving the love the Creator has for you. And those are my words for you today. Open your mind and your heart to receive what the Creator has created for you. And I am Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mothers, and I am your mother. And I keep you enfolded in my womb. This is Kathy. That was a pretty cool message, don't you think? That really was. And so out steps now Hilarion, who is the Chohan, or the head, if you want to say it that way, of the fifth ray of healing. And he is telling me that one of the things to remember is that whenever you work for healing of another, that you yourself are always healed. And he is actually bringing in the energy of the soul of this planet, Gaia. And she is going to lead us through a healing process as they're in our minds here in the United States, and there are storms everywhere, but we're going to be working with the storm that is bearing down on the Gulf Coast of the United States. We are going to do spiritual love fair today. And know that as we do that, because you are channeling healing energy, is that healing will come to you as love is love. Begin from your heart expressing to your healing team what it is you would like healing for yourself and what your intention is also for healing that we are going to be doing with this storm. And so it is. And here is Gaia. My greetings to you who walk upon this planet of mine, upon my skin, who build upon my body and within my body. I want to give you some tools. Some have been suggested to use today, so we will do that, but I will give you others. Others you have already been practicing, but to show you how to do this. Of course, you begin in your heart source, as Mother Amma has taught you to do. So first, be sure that you are there in your heart source. Why? Because this is not work to do in fear. This is not work to do in judgment. When you are in your heart source, you are firmly grounded, yes, above and below. More importantly, You are grounded within the oneness of Source. You have already set your intention. So first, as you know, you are connected above and below. Request the energies from above and below to come into you. Those which are focused and centered on the center of the universe, breathing that in, and those which come from the deepness of myself, from the planet Earth. And breathe that energy in and bring it to your heart. And you are collecting energy. And of course, we are asking, and you hopefully will ask your healing team for it to release artificial encodements from you, to repair the damaged and altered natural encodements, and ask that your entire encodement system be aligned to doing spiritual lovefare and releasing artificial encodements created by humanity from this planet, releasing it from the planet. Keep breathing in that amazing energy. Feel it running through yourself. And now we ask you, all of those who are with me, to send that energy to that storm, the one you have named that has gone across into Mexico and is now coming out to the Gulf Coast of the United States and of Mexico, with the intention of removing the artificial encodements. Keep breathing and sending that energy out to them being the storm, them being the low vibration energy. And now something new, which has been suggested by one of you. Archangel Michael's golden net. Ask for the net to come and program the net to please remove all of the low vibration emotion which is within this storm, whether it is fear or anger or despair or jealousy or envy. It doesn't matter. Just say low vibration energy. And all of you, and if you are the only one that ever does this task, call upon your spiritual helpers, those that work with the planet, and ask to be taken to the beginning of where you should start placing the golden net. You will be taken there. And now, as Michael assists and all of his band of angels, well, not all, others are working in other places, but call all of your team and all of you who are here, and with Michael, bring the golden net through the storm. Now, it will get heavy. Hold on. If you need strength, breathe more deeply the energy, and no, you do not use your own power. You use your power as the power and presence of God. You use God's power. You use the Creator's power. You use the source of all power as your power. Allow that net to go through, to collect, to transmute anger, hatred, jealousy, despair, fear, greed, dominance. Bring it through, and we are sending more to help you. And you do know as you do this, you are the sword that transmutes energy. If you have forgotten, say, I am the sword. It is already active. Spin your chakras. Ask for the energy that is the exact vibration needed to neutralize the power of this storm so that all it gives is a gentle rain. And all of you together, from your heart, sending heart energy into the storm, gently say, be still. Be at peace. And now, bringing in that energy from above and below, set your intention to send that energy to those who placed these thought forms within the storm, to send to those who are despairing, who are in fear, who are in anger. Whatever thought form is there, ask that the energy you are sending to neutralize it go to the one who produced it and bring them healing and transmutation. And some of that energy will come to you as you also produced some of this energy. Breathe deeply. Notice how you are full of the love of Source, as in truth, there is no other energy but love. Thank you. Continue this if you can. And do this wherever you hear there is a storm, whether it is here in the United States, if it is in the Philippines, no matter where it is. Thank you. And this is Kathy, and I'm going to leave you quietly. And do this as long as you can, or as short. You can stop right now. Blessings to each one of you, and much love to you.